Hello YouTubers. The other day when we was going to cut some tree limbs, we had a small problem with my generator. I use an electric post saw for 3 reasons. 1, they're cheap to replace. 2, they're a lot lighter than the gas operated when you're cutting overhead. And 3, they're pretty much disposable. They're cheap. I mean, if you wear the blade out, $5–6 you can get a new blade. If you wear the chainsaw out for $20 you can buy a new chainsaw, which is a whole lot cheaper than that $300 and some odd for a gas operated one. But anyway, getting back to the project at hand. When we went to hook the generator up the other day, and speaking of generators, I need to go into that a little bit more. Here's a tip for you. Let's see if I can get where y'all can see it. I think this GoPro will pick it up. Now here's a tip. I started talking about this and got interrupted. This receiver hitch, just go to Tractor Supply, TSC, Rural King, any farm supply that you know of that sells. You can go to Trailer World, they got them down there. Any place that sells receiver hitches. Buy you the receiver hitch. Cut it in 2, about 4 inches long. I was fortunate enough I used a part that already had the hole in it. I also had to drill a hole in the other one because I have 2 4-wheelers and I put the other one on it. But what this does is just weld it onto your bumper hitch or on your trailer hitch on the back of your 4-wheeler, Gator, side by side, whatever you got. You can change your receiver hitches that you use in your pickup to, they'll fit right in there. Push that on. It extends it back past your wheels to give, so when you cut it, don't, your trailer don't get into your wheels as much. Plus it gives you the option of using a pin hookup. If you've got a ball already on a receiver hitch, you can put a ball on there. If you've got a piddle joint or whatever they're called, I call them hooks for lack of a better term, but anyway, if you got one of those on the hitch, you can slide it in there, and it gives you the option of moving your trailers around. Instead of having to back your truck up, hook your truck to it, you can just take your 4-wheeler, hook your trailer to it, pull it wherever you need to. That is, if the trailer's light enough to pull it with. Alright. I also put my generator, I built this little cart. I don't know if y'all can see or not, but I built this little cart for my generator, and it does real good. I can pull it around behind the 4-wheeler wherever I need to go. It's real handy if, when the power goes off, some of my neighbors don't have generators and I do, so I can go by and charge, you know, run their refrigerator for a little while, run their freezer for a little while so they don't lose their meat. Just, you know, being a neighborly thing to do. That's just the kind of way we roll. But on further investigation, I replaced this line, and then I noticed that I wasn't getting any fuel. So we're going to have to replace this fuel pump. So what I'm going to do is, since I'm going to replace this fuel pump, is I'm going to replace the filter, the fuel pump, this line, that line, this line, that line, that. I'm just going to replace the whole fuel lines, pump, and system. That way it should do me another 10, 12 years. I shouldn't have any problem. So we'll get to going with her as soon as I set y'all up and get you where you can see what I'm doing. All right, then, let's get started. Now there's one little fitting right down here at the bottom that y'all can't see, and there's really no way I can get a camera in there for y'all to see it. But it's a pickle to get to. Okay, now that we got it off, we'll take these other two ends loose, and then we'll take this pump and we'll run down to the store, see if we can get one, and we'll measure our lines to see if we got to get enough tubing to do it, and then we'll come back and install it. All right, I'll see y'all in a little bit. Well, it helps if I put them on the right one. Okay. Oh, that is the right one. Okay. Duh. Man, even when you know what you're doing, you can make mistakes. Now I'm leaving this one end long so I can cut it off wherever I need to go with my fuel filter and valve, if I can get all the kinks out of it, which should be able to. There we go. Now Ladies and gentlemen, that's the fuel pump. The sun's getting kind of low and I'm kind of tired, and tomorrow's supposed to be a pretty day, so we'll trim some trees tomorrow. Until then, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want, like if you will. Just push the like button. The more likes that I get, the more viewers I may get. I don't know, it's something about the analog that YouTube's got. They look at the likes for some reason. But anyway, comment, be kind, and y'all keep going. We'll talk at you later. Bye.